So, ladies and gentlemen, can we now give a big hand to the BAFTA award-winning Carey Mulligan and Colin Firth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You feel sort of composed. You're used to the idea now, I expect, are you?
No, God, no, not at all. No, I'm still getting used to the idea that it happened 10 minutes ago, so no.
Oh, well, it's wonderful. And Colin, obviously...
Not used to it, no.
No. But in a sense, you've both had a little bit of preparation insofar as you've had recognition from other award ceremonies about the British Academy recognition.
Well, winning it for a start. I've spoken to veteran winners and nominees, and the one thing you do keep hearing is you never get used to it. Doesn't matter how many of them you've done. And I haven't done that many, so there really isn't a sense of preparation. And even if you think you're prepared, that red carpet out there, I don't know if you all... Nothing prepares you for it, really. And what it looks like from the TV screen doesn't remotely reflect the experience of the flashbulbs and the noise and the sense of neurosis and, and haste and hysteria that's around you. But it's all great. But it's just a bit sort of out of body, really.
And the atmosphere actually in the auditorium itself, because obviously so many talented people who work so hard on, and not all are going to walk away with one of those, so it must feel quite difficult in the middle of all that.
Yeah, it's horrible. But it's not just the people who are in the room, it's like 500 people who should have been nominated for things that, it's so... Someone said to me the other day, who deserves to win the Oscar? And I was like, well, anyone, and then like 100 other people who did amazing things this year who never, it all gets narrowed down, and that the way of doing that isn't about the best. It's it's all done differently, so you never feel.
There's a sort of camaraderie that starts to develop, though. Carey and I have only really got to know each other on red carpets and things.
That's true.
But rather than, and also we're not up against each other.
So we can be mates.
Yes. But the people who are, it's strange how, and I can speak this, I can say this now as someone who's picked one up and lost a few. There's actually something reassuring about seeing the same faces, because you sort of know that they know what it's actually like.
They're going through the same thing.
Yeah.
They were in the same film together, but they were never in any scene together.
That's right.
Yeah, I had a thing with the younger you.
Yes, you had sex with the younger me, didn't you? The lucky bastard.
No, I had fantasy sex.
Colin, I think a lot of people have had sex with the younger you.
Just not me.
Colin, this film, obviously, A Single Man's got a lot of British actors in it, but it's not actually a British film, but you do make a large number of British films. You've also recently Michael Winterbottom, I think. We just wondered whether, looking at the awards and the sort of recognition over this evening, what are your feelings at the moment about the state of British film?
I don't know how to do an audit of that. I don't. It's a more sort of. If I close my eyes and do a sort of and let it wash over me, what comes to mind when I think of British cinema, it tends to polarize a little bit. We have a slight tendency towards self-loathing in this country, whether it applies to our football team, our tennis players, or our film industry. And I think that there's a terrible snobbery about the lighter end, a kind of disrespect for that great unwashed ticket-paying public who actually enjoy a moment of escapism and the incredibly difficult craft of light entertainment. It's a high-wire act. It's a margin of error is minute in films that seem frivolous. And so there's that. And then there's this sort of, rom-coms and musicals, et cetera, and a lot of people don't thank you for that. And then on the other hand, you think of people like Michael Winterbottom and Ken Loach and Mike Leigh, and I think we have, an extraordinary pool of brilliant sort of wildly unconventional and innovative talent in this country.
I'm going to stop you both here because I know I'm told that you're needed desperately off stage now, but thank you very much indeed and congratulations. Wonderful
Thank
achievement
you.
for both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.